Did you know that gorillas are highly intelligent creatures? They have been recorded to make 25 different sounds and can communicate really well. And did you also know Content Gorilla is even more intelligent? It can create a usable content piece for you even while you meditate. So if you want a content life, Content Gorilla is the answer.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Ijlal here, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate you how Content Gorilla works. So what basically Content Gorilla is allowing you to do is that it allows you to create content for your blogs in pretty much any niche you can think of. Now Content Gorilla basically works with YouTube, so if there's a video on YouTube, depending upon your needs, then there's a 90% chance that we can convert it into a piece of blog post. So using Content Gorilla is pretty easy. Once you are done with adding your sites and setting Content Gorilla up, which we by the way have a full video tutorial and documentation on. Once you are done with that, you come to the Content Gorilla dashboard. Now on this dashboard, firstly you have a trending section where you can basically see all of the trending videos that are currently trending. So you can also change the region of the videos displayed here, so you can just basically go into settings and you can define the region you want. I'm going to show you that in a second, but besides that, we have the search bar. Now this search bar is basically very sort of intelligent, right? You can insert any keyword in here. That's the simplest thing. Now if you want a specific video, you can of course enter the URL of the video that you want. Besides that, if you want to fetch videos from a specific YouTube channel, you can copy and paste the URL of that channel, and we will basically retrieve all of the videos of that channel, and then you can go ahead and create content out of any videos of those channels. Lastly, you can also add a playlist URL from YouTube, and it will retrieve all of the videos from that URL, and you can basically convert any of those into a blog post. So in this video I am going to use the keyword. So let's say I want to create a blog post on content marketing. Now the main reason behind why I created Content Gorilla was because it writing took me a lot of time, and it certainly wasn't a task that I loved to do, right? I would rather outsource it, but I used to be low on funds back then, and so I just skipped it altogether. And that's if you have been in the online world for any length of the time, that content is the king, and it's not a part you want to skip, right? So that is why I created Content Gorilla. With it I can create blog posts in literally minutes. So as you can see, I just added my search term. Now I can order the videos by relevance, recency, or views. Then I can also search for only Creative Commons licensed videos. I'm gonna go with any for this demonstration. Now again, I can go ahead and search for the videos now, and as you can see, we have a few beautiful people appearing here. This is Neil Patel. Not sure who this is, but someone. So on the thumbnail itself, we have the title of the video, so we can sort of have an idea of how the video looks like. We can preview the video by playing it. and we can just click on here and directly create the post. So I'm gonna go ahead and create post now. Let's just convert this video. It looks good. Now of course it's gonna take a couple of seconds to generate the entire content, but as you can see here, it has already fetched the content now. So I'm gonna scroll a little down. Now we have a couple sections. The first thing here we have is the video title of the video. Then we have the reading time. Now obviously this is an estimation, and the app estimates that a reader will take around 5 minutes and 54 seconds to read this. Then we have the post description, which as you can see, it's here. Now we also have the number of words in this post, which is around 1100. And then of course we can go ahead and change the titles and all, make edits in this. We can also go ahead and spin the content to make sure that it's unique. We are integrated with a built-in spinner, so it comes right off the bat for you. You don't have to do anything. You can just come here and start creating content. So I'm gonna skip the spinning part for now, and as you can see, another new feature that we have added is that a good looking image relevant to your keyword search that you just made for searching the video gets added into your content automatically. Now of course you can delete this. You can also add more images if you want. We have the whole library right here, and it's pretty simple to add. You just search for the images you want, and you can simply drag and drop it right here, and it's going to automatically get added in your content. How cool is that, right? So as you can see, we now have the entire post right here. Now of course, since this is converted out of a video, it's gonna contain some words that are specific for that channel. Like for, let's say, for example, let's say that obviously this is Neil Patel's video, so it says things like Neil Patel, and it promotes his service and all that, right? So I can just basically go ahead and edit that part out, right? It's simple as that. And once I'm satisfied, I can by the way, we also have a pretty cool feature of grammar correction. So you can run this, and basically what happens is it goes and looks for any grammar errors in the content, and if there are any errors, it will fix it for you. So that's a pretty cool new feature. And let's move on to the featured image section here. Now basically this is the thumbnail of the video that we automatically fetch and add to your post as the featured image, which you will see in a second here after the post is published. But you can also go ahead and change the featured image and upload your own. Then we have the tags section. Now this is actually pretty important, because tags are basically what tells Google to rank your content, right? So we all know Neil Patel is a giant, so his tags are going to be pretty on point. And so we have fetched all of his video tags and converted it into post tags. So when we post this post to our blog, what happens is these tags, they all go and they get added into our WordPress site as post tags. So basically it helps Google identify what sort of content this post contains and what sort of keywords it should rank it for, right? So this is pretty important. Obviously you can go ahead and add more of your own keywords if you want, more of your own tags, and you can even remove if you want, but I'm gonna leave this, and then I'm gonna go directly to the publish section. Now the syndication is a pro feature, so I'm gonna skip that in this demo. But now we have the publish section. Now this is basically where you can select which blog you would like to publish your post on. So I'm gonna say I want to publish this on the demo blog that I have. and let's say I'm going to categorize this under the YouTube marketing. Now obviously these categories are retrieved from your WordPress website, and so you can also add new categories right from here. You don't have to go to your blog to do that and then come here and reload and lose all of your stuff, right? So you can just directly add new categories from here. And besides that, we have the feature to include the video in posts. Now I recommend that you do this if you are using a video that does not comes with a lot of congruent content that a person could understand without watching the video, right? However, in this case, I think that the content is pretty relevant, so I assume that you user will be able to understand what he's saying even if just there's text and there's no video. So I'm not going to include the video, but now this is something that I highly recommend that you do, and this is video attribution. So what this does is it basically adds a line of text at the end of the post which says that this piece of content was found on YouTube, and that way, and it is also hyperlinked back to the original video, right? So that way you can save yourself from any sort of legal issues that you might have, because you are giving attribution back to the original owner of the video, right? So once we are all done with our stuff, we can go ahead and hit the publish button, and it's gonna take a couple of seconds, and then it's gonna publish the post for us on our blog, and I'm gonna show you that in a second here. So as you can see, it's been published, and I can also another thing I would like to show is that now let's say that you are building a private blog network and you want to publish this same post onto another blog. Now what you can do is you can come back to the content section and spin the content, and then come back to the publish section, and you can, let's say, select another blog of yours and then directly publish to that blog too. And another pretty cool feature to make sure that you do not publish a post twice to your blog, what we do is we check if the post is already on that blog. So as you know, I just posted on this blog, and as you can see, the button changes and it says that the post already exists on the website. So that's a pretty cool feature to prevent from duplication, right? So let's go ahead and check out the article. I'm going to reload this, and as you can see, this is the post that we just created. Let's go and see how it looks. So as you can see, this is the image that I added. Then we have all of the content, obviously, and then this is the image the software automatically added for me, and then we have all of the content, and then we have the attribution, like I said, and lastly we have the tags, which help search engines recognize what this post is for. So that's a pretty neat post, and I'm pretty sure that if I would have gone and wrote this, it would have easily taken me hours to research for it, and it took me like 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, especially because I was doing all of this talking. It would barely take me 2 minutes. So that's one thing. And besides that, another feature that you get is the bulk poster. Now the bulk poster is pretty sweet, right? Now what this does is it allows you to create posts to your blog in bulk. So basically you can select the website you want, then you can select the language you want the content for. We have a lot of languages here, so if you are if you want to build a blog that is in a language that is besides English, you can do that. Then of course you can go ahead and enter the keywords you want the content for. So let's say I want content for fitness and marketing both. After that, you can obviously I highly recommend that you only use 3 keywords, but you can really add as many keywords as you want. With after that, you define some of the post generation details. Now you can generate up to 10 posts, and then you can give it the interval as you want. So let's say that I want a 6-hour interval between all of the posts. I can also define a 30-minute one, but I just want a 6-hour interval, so that's what I'm gonna go with for now. Then obviously the categorization feature. Again, you can add the categories right from here if you don't have it. I'm just gonna use the existing one. And then we have syndication, which by the way is a pro feature. So then we have the settings. We can define if we want to spin the text before the post happens. We can define if we want to include the video in the posts, and we can define if we want to include the video attributions in the post. So I'm going to select the video attribution for now. I'm going to skip these two because I don't think they're required. And then we have the footer link feature. Now this is a pretty strong feature. So let's say that you have a fitness website and you want to promote a affiliate product. Let's say you're promoting a supplement from ClickBank. What you can do is you can, let's say, hey, want to check out our new whey protein and gain muscle mass. Now again, I'm a total noob when it comes to fitness stuff, so I don't know if that even makes sense, but again, you can just you get the idea, right? You can basically add any text and then link that specific text to anywhere you want it to go, to your affiliate link, to your own website, and you can promote in this way anything that you want. This text basically gets added at the bottom of your post, right after the attribution, I think. So once you're done with all of the settings, you can just go ahead and hit the schedule posts button. So now what's gonna happen is it's gonna show us a progress bar as it generates the post. Now I'll be honest, this can take a couple of minutes, but it's fairly quick, so let's wait it out. And now as you can see, our posts have been created, so we can just basically go ahead and check them out now. So let's go and log into our site. And now as you can see under the scheduled here, so I created content for fitness and marketing. Now as you can see, marketing, and here's the nice thing, right? Look at this. It says it is scheduled for 30th at 5:14, and now this here is scheduled for 29th at 11:13, right? So there's going to be a 6-hour interval as I defined between all of these posts, right? So the first one will be published at 11:12, the next one in the next 6 hours, which will be at 5:12 a.m., and then the next one at 11. So as you can see, it's a 6-hour interval between all of the posts. So using the bulk poster, you can basically schedule content for up to 10 days. So that's pretty amazing, right? And as you can see, we have the content basically rotating. So once the post is for fitness, and then it's for marketing, and then again it's for fitness, and then again it's for marketing. So that's a pretty cool feature. So that's how basically the bulk post feature works. Now let me take you back to the dashboard. And another thing I would like to show you is the post later feature. Now this is pretty unique, right? So let's say that you are searching for something and you come across a pretty good video, and it's just not something that you're looking to post immediately, and you want to make sure that you have that in your arsenal of videos to post later, at a later time. So you can just basically click on the post later button, and this this video basically gets added into the post later list. Let me take you to the post later list, and as you can see right here, this video is right there. So I can come back later to this list and I can create the post at any time that I want to. So that's another amazing little feature. Then we have obviously the article rewriter, where you can basically rewrite your own content. So let's say that you have your own article that you want to rewrite. You can just basically copy and paste the text here, click on the rewrite button, and it's gonna rewrite the entire article for you. So that's pretty much how Content Gorilla is working. Again, we also have a lot of knowledge-based articles. We have video tutorials. We also have our Facebook community, and so I'm pretty sure that you're gonna love Content Gorilla. So make sure you pick your copy up today, because this is a very limited time discount, and there will be timers on this page that will tell you when this deal expires. And so just make sure that you get your hands on Content Gorilla before that happens. With that said, I'm gonna see you on the other side.